Hey guys, it's Jer. So I did a video yesterday saying that I'm going to move, and that's a for sure thing. I am going to move either in December or January. I believe in December actually. And I was asked where, and if I left Orlando, would it just be to another city in the Orlando area, or would it be out of state? Where am I considering moving? And so I'm going to answer some of those questions. If I left Orlando, so the Orlando area, I would be willing to probably move somewhere in the Orlando area as long as I had a way to get to and from school wherever I'm going to school at. And I eventually, if I stayed in Orlando, I'd want to eventually go to UCF, and so I would have to have a way to get to UCF. So that would be a factor in me staying here if I stayed here. And I have to have a guaranteed way to get to school. So that would have to be something that I would have to have. If I left the Orlando area, I would not stay in Florida. I would leave Florida. There's nowhere else in Florida I'd want to live. Orlando I hardly even want to live in, so there's nowhere else in Florida that I really want to live. So I am considering New York, which I've lived in before, and I know there's schools there, and I get paid. So here in Orlando, with my GI Bill money, I get paid a housing stipend of right around $1,300. And if I leave Orlando and go to New York, in New York I was getting $3,300 a month. So rent here is $650 for the room that I have right now, and rent there whenever I was getting the $3,300 was $950 living in Brooklyn. So I think I would definitely consider New York again. Then there's LA, and I'm not even for sure how much LA makes, but I'm sure it's quite a bit for housing. It's probably similar to New York. And then I have a friend that lives in Washington, D.C. that wants me to come to Washington, D.C. And then friends kind of all over the U.S. that are saying, hey, you should come here and stay. And I don't know. I've seen a lot of the U.S., and I think that most likely I would move to L.A. or New York, just because it's more in line with what I want to be doing with my life and where I want to be with life. So yeah, that's what I'm considering now. I still have to look at GI Bill rates for GI Bill housing stipend rates for LA, and then look at schools, and then look at housing, and so there's so much to look at. And while I have until December to move, I want to kind of have something planned out probably before my birthday, before September 10th. So that's my goal day, to have a for sure place of where I'm going to go, if I'm going to stay in Orlando or if I'm going to move on and go to another city again. So yeah, so that is kind of my update. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm considering. I'll probably start looking at roommate situations here, roommate situations New York, roommate situations LA, Washington DC, and then look at other cities and see what's out there and see what my possibilities are. There's a lot of possibilities of what could happen. So yeah, so there's an update to answer some of your questions. Hopefully it helps, and then we'll see. Thank you guys so much for keeping up with my life and checking in on me, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. And make sure you comment. I love reading you guys' comments. I try to reply when I can, or do a video response like this whenever I can. Okay, love you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Mwah.